All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Princes of Azemar, Season 5, Episode 14, Farro's Vision. First things first, we're going to do a round of introductions, but before I start the introductions, Lily, go ahead and stand up and show off the shirt that you got as your birthday present.
Woo! So cool.
Let's get you, there we go.
I've heard of them.
Eldris and Sons Blacksmithing.
Everyone has. They're pretty
So, starting in the top left, played by Lily and Alex, they're the twin blacksmith brothers. You literally just heard of them. They're the Eldris brothers. In the top right, played by our friend and Brandon. You can't hit him. He's too smart. It's Barnum Shortwick.
Hello.
Woo!
In the bottom left, played by Bobby, it is the Goat Wizard, or rather Goat Warlock, with more vices than virtues, Koros Ravenrock.
I feel like I shouldn't have to be defined by my goat-like qualities.
The Goat Lock?
I don't
I feel
know.
like I contain multitudes.
And yet
It's
you
solely
are...
the name of my people.
I mean, you did mention that you were a goat after every time I did your regular intro, so now it just needs to be part of the intro.
That's fair.
In the bottom center, played by Nicole, it is the paladin formerly of the Morning Lord, formerly of Mother Night, and now of Il Mater. The lady with an evil twin.
Oh, my intro got real long recently.
Yeah, I know. It is Irina.
Hello.
And last but not least, played by Lincoln, it is the fashion dragon himself, formerly known as Dirk Courage, Nadam Ilrio Nazir.
nice.
Yeah.
What are you
I
doing?
have a question.
Change our names just to blend in.
Bobby,
Beautiful viewer.
is Koros in goat form while we've been doing all this desert traveling, or are you doing your illusion magic?
Let's assume I've been doing the illusion magic.
I'm just curious because I actually think that you being a goat person and people treating us normally is a pretty good litmus test for if that person's judgy.
I'm sure someone
Yeah.
would have tried to eat him.
Possibly.
Yeah.
You should call me
I
Burnham
was
if you
just
want to.
curious.
Secret
All right.
names.
So, when we last left the party, you all had traveled to the area formerly known as Kuaya, the Nine Kingdoms, that has been cursed and turned into the Nine Deserts. You are there to uncover a magical artifact that Zavarin Davros has told you about. This artifact, this amulet, will allow you to save the city of Azai, to whisk it away, similar to the way that the city of Mesro was whisked away.
Put
You
it in a box.
have a bit of a lead. A leader of some horse riding people by the name of Akaman Ra told you that he's not sure where, but he thinks that King Haroon, a genie who travels in the desert, knows all sorts of things and would know the right way to go. Rather, he believes any such artifact like this would be in the Eternal Palace, the palace created by the dragon that used to rule these lands. But he doesn't know how to get to the Eternal Palace. It's lost. And
Right.
King Haroon would probably know how to get to the Eternal Palace. You all traveled through the desert for a bit, went through some shenanigans, had a bit of a Groundhog Day moment by an oasis with a strange old man, and have now, this evening, right around midnight on, I believe, your 6th night of travel.
Oh, is it midnight?
Mm-hmm.
I'm stitious. Okay.
Right around
Give me,
midnight
give me,
on
give
your
me a
6th
genie after midnight?
night of travel, you came across a tent, a large tent, with guards out in front of it. And when you came in, you were ushered in to enter, and found a large feast. This tent featured a throne with who you now know to be King Haroon sitting on it, and all around his various slaves who were serving and entertaining you. They're not chained to them, even to their hands or to each other or anything. They all have, sort of like Genie and Aladdin, these manacles that are just like a manacle and then a little bit of chain hanging from it, but it's not connected to anything. King Haroon offered if you would like to have your fortunes told, and you agreed, and they literally rolled out a large iron wheel with a Vitruvian man, not Vesuvian man, person chained to it, rolling on out towards you. And as that person came out, they had no recognition in their eyes, but you all recognized it as Farro.
Wait, he had no recognition in his eyes because the episode's called Farrow's Vision. He's gone blind.
This is one of those times when I wish I was my sci-fi character and I could communicate with you all telepathically.
Unfortunately, you are not, and you can't.
I'm not.
We used to
So
be
hard.
able to. There was a
Maybe we'll
time.
do a crossover.
That would be cool.
It's coming.
All right, so.
I heard of these Minotaur people.
So Haroon says, "This is my fortune teller." He says, "He will tell your fortunes." Go ahead.
I wanted to ask a clarifying question. Sorry
Yeah.
about the slaves before we get to the stuff with Farro. Other than the manacles, is there any sign like do they seem like they're treated well? Like
Yeah.
Yeah, they all seem well fed.
well-fed.
None of them are. None of them look super skinny or malnourished.
okay,
Even Farro being bound to this weird wheel.
Farro looks a little thin, but he's always looked thin. So
Despite subsisting on nothing but carbs.
shocking.
right?
Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to ask that
Yeah,
to get like a better sense of the situation.
absolutely.
Cool.
All right. And he says, "Now listen as he speaks your future." And Pharaoh begins to speak. His eyes kind of roll back as he goes into fortune-telling mode. And he says, "The key to what you seek lies in the valley." No, wait, what do we call it?
Canyon?
Of the Lost Kings.
Canyon of the Lost Kings.
A genie, spelled with D-J-I-N-N-I, can show you the way to the Eternal Palace. Everyone's quiet while he speaks and the lights dim because it's all ominous, and they sort of come back as he finishes. And King Haroon then speaks and he says, "Ah, what a portent that the fortune teller would send you to the place from where I came." And he says, "Long ago, an onyx dragon collected a full set of genies. Tao, Ifriti, Genie, and Marid. I escaped from that place, but my cousins still remain. I originally brought you all here to add you to my collection, but now I see that would be a bad omen. Tonight, you are my guests in earnest. Eat, drink, enjoy. Your quest begins in the morning."
Oh no.
I trust this guy like
I feel
zero.
like I don't want to eat.
Like zero. I trust this guy zero.
You've all already
Yeah.
eaten and drinking
We did because we were
Yeah.
hungry.
the food.
We
That's
ate
true.
and drank.
I know.
Johnny are not known to generally
Also-
give out favors without asking something in return, or
Yes.
at least manipulating the rules.
What a coincidence it is that my pet fortune teller sent you on my personal quest is a carny game. Just-
Koros is a con man. He gets it.
I'm gonna obviously like the party's recommencing and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
You're all
Party
at the
after
table.
when we got here?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try to make eye contact with the Dom and like step to the side
I will follow.
and just be like, find out what you can about this place and our host. He says he's from there. How long ago did he leave? Just anything, because I don't trust him.
All
So,
right. Whatever
yeah.
you say.
You seem very equipped to do that, so I'm handing that off to you.
Are people milling around, or are they all sitting at the table?
Yeah.
There are a few
that's
people
right.
milling around. Most of the people that...
I thought you said when we got there that some slaves were like dancing and stuff.
Yeah, there's some slaves dancing and stuff. There's people
Yeah.
moving around and like replacing plates of food as they go
Yeah,
empty.
so
So
it's
the table
like
always
that.
looks full. There's lots of movement and motion around.
Would it be reasonable for me to go up to King Haroon
Yeah,
to talk to him privately?
yeah,
I'd do that.
cool. The table is sort of, it's like low and there's like pillows around and people are like sitting and kneeling next to it, but you can easily stand up and walk over towards King Haroon. As you approach him, there are two guards that sort of like you see they stand a little more at attention. They're holding like halberds. They also have the manacles.
Right.
But King Haroon says, "Yes, my friend."
I was wondering if you could tell me more about your fascinating party trick. This fortune teller.
Ah, my prophet, yes. I found him lost in the desert. A poor soul. He would have run out of food and water. Well, he had run out already. He would have starved and, well, what's the word for dying of thirst? In a very short matter, if I had not taken him in. He still remains belligerent, though, as you may have seen. I have to keep him on this wheel, or he would run away. As it stands, he can only now roll a very short distance.
Yeah. Well, it's very smart. You know what you could do? You could like groove the wheel so that if he did start to roll, he'd just go in a circle.
I like the way you think, my friend.
But surely you must have other servants that are at risk of leaving, part of your collection. What makes him so special that he has to have this extra step? Why are the manacles not enough?
I am not certain, you see. The manacles are an invention of mine, a creation that keeps my my collection in line. They do not seem to work on this fellow.
Very strange. And how long have you had him, did you say?
Jake has to look at a calendar.
He pulls out his Rolodex, takes a look.
Do.
So the last time we saw Farro, he was half snake.
Yeah, I'm gonna no. That's yes.
Yeah.
Yes. This pharaoh is not half snake.
This Pharaoh's fair.
This pharaoh is
fair.
full on
I mean-
half elf.
Current time with this Farro fella.
He says a few months now.
Interesting. What was his name again? Did he have one?
He does not have a name. I call him the prophet. Many of his visions have come true. Sometimes mundane things, other times more important.
Do you have any idea what the source of his powers are?
I presume he has a connection to the gods or some such, as most prophets do.
Interesting. Well, thank you. I've learned a lot.
This guy's appealingly blasé about his chained up vessel of the gods. Big fan.
Oh, this old thing.
So what I would like to do.
Yep.
Alex, I assume you're done talking to the king.
I'm done.
Yeah. I want to send class feature invisible. Is Farro still in the room? Or has he
Yes.
been like wheeled out? Okay.
He hasn't been wheeled out just yet. He's been wheeled to the side, but not
All right.
removed.
I want invisible class feature
I'm trying to make
go,
him for
like,
some other show.
fly up. Yeah.
Floor show.
He's-
Hey, how you guys
Nobody
doing tonight?
put
Thanks for
stones
coming.
across town tonight, so he's got to leave. Class feature is going to go invisibly land on his shoulder, and I'm going to start whispering through class feature into Pharaoh's ear.
Okay.
And I will open with, I guess, "Hello, Pharaoh. Blink twice if you recognize my voice."
His head swings around and like he's looking. He does not blink twice.
"Do you remember Sovereign?"
You see, he's confused. He like looks down, and then he's sort of looking out. There's a look of confusion on his face.
"Do you remember Dendar?"
A moment, like a flash of anger on his face, but then just more confusion.
How did we leave him again? I honestly have forgotten.
He disappeared in the night with other arena.
That's
you all
right.
were in the Mountain of Fire,
Yep.
being hosted by the dwarves there, and he disappeared in the middle of the night. He took the opal crown in his half snake form, right? He took the opal crown. That was what it was called, right? Yeah. I don't have the thing
Probably.
in front of me.
I remember a crown.
And
Black
left,
opal?
left with Fake Arena.
The crown of evil badness.
The Crown of Evil Badness and Fake Arena disappeared in the night. You did not see him again. You have since seen signs that Other Arena is around.
I was going to say, we remember like being on other arenas like a few weeks behind her.
Right, and some travel there. And you know that she is currently staying in Isik with the Elders family and pretending to be Arena Classic. But you have heard nothing about Farro.
Okay.
Oh, she is Arena with ridges because she's got the eye scar.
he's clearly not in much state, so I will just say, well, Koros says hello. Stay strong.
Oh.
And then class feature will fly off.
He continues to like look around for where the voice came from, but
He's a prophet. He talks to gods. The voices came from the gods.
Probably
Is it
some
goat
foul
digging now?
elven magics, these eldritch incantations bring strange things upon you beings, you weirdos.
one of the servants who brought out the wheel is like looking up at Farro and is like, "Hey, quit it! Cut it out!"
Well, that's happening. I want to kind of see if I can talk to one of the slaves and maybe learn what the chain deal is. Like what sort of
What are you gonna?
Is
So,
that- yeah.
Like, are you gonna like try and catch one who's like
serving,
there?
right?
Serving.
Serving. Sure. I would just ask. I see you're bound, but is it magical?
They do not answer you. There's a look of trepidation on their face, and they just finish setting down the food and like quickly move away.
Okay.
Excuse me.
If I'm sitting by Arena and I see that interaction. Also, do we know about class feature going over to Koros? I mean, going over to...
I guess once that conversation's over, I will, covertly relate all that to you.
Okay.
You guys can talk softly. There's many people at the table talking about various topics.
If me, Koros, and Arena are all there, I'm just gonna say, our host is our host. I don't trust him, but if your plan, kind of looking at Arena, is to free these people, and then looking at Koros to help whoever that is, because I'm not really convinced it's Farro. Last time I saw Farro, it was a snake, and I don't know what's going on. I'm superstitious, so
Fair enough.
And this
whatever shadow that is, if your plan is to help it, I don't think it's something we can do before we get what we want from him.
I think you're right about that. I also
I normally am not one for caution.
No, but also last time we saw Pharaoh, he wanted to have his snake god eat the world. I don't actually... I'd be curious, but I don't know that I feel an insane urge to free him until we know a little more what's going on.
I understand that. All these people, though, maybe after we get what we need, I don't want to leave them.
I agree. I agree completely.
Hey, Nicole.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't have it prepared, but I think you have detect magic, don't you?
Totally. I
can
got
do
you.
that and then see the aura around the things.
Yeah, try that.
Detect magic is not subtle though.
Oh, yeah. It's...
Verbal.
I would have
somatic.
to...
You could follow a servant to the edge of a room or something. I don't know.
Be a little.
Or we're in a
conspicuous.
tent, right?
You just have to be within 30 feet. You could just go outside.
Or you go outside to pee,
Yeah.
and
I'll head towards...
fabric everywhere, and
I'll head towards the bathroom, and I'm sure there's going to be servants near
Yeah.
the bathroom. So I'll try that.
Are you coming out the way you came in, towards the back, or through another flap more towards the front, or?
Wherever, I guess I can ask someone where a bathroom might be. I think that we apparently do great magic in bathrooms. So
You just point to the desert.
Yeah, exactly. They point
Great.
sort of through where you're sitting now. It's sort of near the front. There's a flap that goes outside.
Sure. Let me just see, because I'm not sure if what I will see. Doesn't it light up or something? So I would have to be able to see for the duration your senses presence. Oh, you just sense presence.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you can see a faint aura around any visible creature or object that bears magic.
So
As
it would
an
not be
action.
visible if you're outside the tent.
but how long does the spell
The
last?
duration,
Can
yeah.
you maintain it?
Casting time, one action, up to 10 minutes. So yeah.
So you would cast it outside and then walk inside.
That's what I don't know how it works. I'm asking.
So
I will
drop
do
down.
Oh, thank you. Sorry.
As you are walking outside, you walk fairly near to Pharaoh's large wheel. It's right by the door there, or the tent flap rather. And as you do, he locks eyes with you, and there is some sort of recognition in his eyes.
Crazy bride burn. All right. I will go cast my spell, come back in, look for magic, and also tell them that.
Yeah. All the manacles are absolutely magic. So is the giant wheel.
Yeah, cool. Cool.
So is
Sounds
like King Haroon.
Everything.
Oh, the wheel is magic too.
What?
The wheel is also magic.
Yeah. So is the food.
Great.
Cool.
Well, at least
Alright,
they were
I will-
tasty grapes.
Yeah, true. I will also tell them that I think Farro recognized me.
And
Yeah,
Dirk
Farrell,
still
like-
hasn't eaten.
Huh?
And
I
Dirk,
believe last week everyone ate.
I told stories.
Okay.
And Dirk is a monk and does not need to eat.
All right.
I will say
You'll know this land well,
Photosynthesis.
don't you?
maybe if he does recognize you, it might be helpful to ask him what he remembers.
Did his
Lincoln, just a note. Next week when I say, okay, so everyone's eating, call it out that you're not more
Oh, sure.
forcefully.
I thought I had.
Yeah,
No
ask
worries.
him what he remembers before coming to serve the great King Haroon.
Yeah. I don't
Um,
really know if I should go up to him, speak to him in front of everyone.
How many attendants are by the wheel? 2?
I could make you invisible.
There are 2 attendants by the wheel, yeah.
Like one on each side.
I can't make you unhearable, but invisible. Yeah.
I
No
can
problem.
cast Pass Without a Trace before you make me invisible.
This is gonna end.
I can go talk to some guards.
I think it's gonna end great.
They're inside the tent, like everyone.
Yeah,
will- yeah.
There's 2 and there's like one on each side of the wheel. Yeah.
Yep. And they're just sort of holding it there, balancing it.
All right. I'll say to Arena, give me a minute, and
Okay.
I'm gonna look around for something that looks like a magical spirit or whatever, like drink liquor,
Ah.
but it's magical. So sorry. Came out
Hey, you
wrong.
got
There's a
any
spooky
ghosts?
ghost.
I got any ghosts? I'm afraid of no ghosts. Get a container of that, and seem to be having a lot of it, but just have a regular amount of it. I'm totally still gonna drink some, but yeah. And then at some point, I will go try to dance with one of the slaves
Okay.
and do so very poorly.
They are happy to dance with you.
Great.
They are
And
dancing
then-
very well. You are dancing very poorly. They're like
Yep.
giggling.
Good. And then I'm gonna go try to encourage the guards by the wheel to join us, and like I go over to one and I'm like, join us! I'm like trying to
They-
get them in.
Push you away pretty hard.
Oh damn, really?
Yeah.
Not my friends?
No.
Okay, so the one pushes me away and I go to the other and I go, oh, so stern, so serious. This is night for celebration. A beautiful midnight of all midnights in this magical desert.
Back off.
Alright.
I'm just gonna lean over to Koros and go, "Hey, can you send Class Feature back up there and tell him it's Irina?" And
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
let's see if that works.
Well,
that seems less.
Something
dangerous.
happened, so they won't be listening to that, I guess, but I feel
Yeah.
pretty... It didn't work. Sorry.
While they're a little
Yeah.
distracted by Theo, you can send
Yeah.
Class Feature right back up. Or I guess he never
Yeah.
left. And whisper into Pharaoh's ear again.
Irina's
So-
here. Do you remember Irina?
And you hear him just really softly, barely whisper, "My queen."
He doesn't remember you.
Weird.
No, I will correctly relay that creepy information. Okay,
That's
so he's
weird.
probably still evil Pharaoh.
You never knew whether or not he was evil.
Oh, really?
We knew that he
All you
left
knew is that he
us
got
with
turned
the
into a
name.
snake.
Pharaoh has
Even you
always
mean?
been evil.
All you got to know is that he got turned into a half snake and then left.
I like how Koros, who was so suspicious of Dex for possibly being a snake person, hated him. He's like, he's evil. Pharaoh's literally half snake, and he's like, well,
Not anymore.
probably not evil. Maybe. slow
Now
down."
that he's not half snake anymore, now he's evil. That's
Now he's evil.
I thought you told me his blood ran with some pure-blooded, some such Nagaji, maybe.
What?
No? That
Yeah,
not something
the
you
whole
told me?
2 legs thing you're seeing right there, that's new. Well, it's old, but it's new again. There was a brief hiatus.
Fashion
classic.
signal.
retro.
All right. Seems like a fine young lad to me. Very knowledgeable of certain things, futuristic.
While all this strange, magic-y espionage is happening, I would love to be talking to King Haroon, like being charming and gregarious.
Sure.
Uh,
About?
telling him stories about me, asking him for stories about him.
When you ask for stories of enemies, he says, "Oh, no. You are a much better storyteller than I. Please, continue to regale us."
I act very flattered. After
I
I tell a couple more,
I am but a humble Tao.
after I tell a couple more stories, I start to change the subject and I ask more about where we're going. These canyons of the kings.
Canyons of the Lost Kings.
Yes. What can you tell me about?
Various temples and tombs abound. The sandstorms, the shifting sands, cover and uncover them at the will of the gods.
Dangerous, I hope.
Always.
It's no adventure without a little bit of that.
But great treasure to be found.
Oh, even better. I say, and your cousins are trapped there still?
Cousins is a loose term. I have no familial relation to them, but we are of a similar nature.
And do you know where, or shall we simply search?
And he says, if you travel to the canyon of the Lost Kings, I will ensure that you find it.
Excellent.
They are in the base of the mountains to the east.
Since you have been such a gracious host, I hate to ask for something in return, but I feel I should share, as you seem knowledgeable. We seek the Eternal Palace.
Yes, my fortune teller said as much.
Would you be willing to share its location?
He says,
Once we complete this quest, of course.
I do not know the location of the Eternal Palace. However, if you remember the words of my fortune teller, he said, a Djinni can show you the way to the Eternal Palace. My cousin.
You are a Dao. And that leaves an Ifrit, a Djinni, and a
Marid.
Marid. All right. Well, we'll be sure to free all three of them.
That is not important to me.
Oh. Well, all right.
He means to collect them.
It's fine with me. It's their business. But that's genie business.
He says, I am feeling magnanimous. The fact that your quest would lead you to the place from where I came, it speaks to me on a level.
It is lovely. It is
like the
wonderful
old, like the stories of old.
I'll be sure to tell this one as well as I can when I meet other travelers.
Just beware, the tomb is filled with traps and puzzles and the sorts of things that would stop lesser men than yourselves.
Good. I don't want to go if it's easy.
Really, I was going to capture all of you and add you to my collection. You all seemed like such interesting specimens, but
I'm flattered, but I promise we are much more trouble than we're worth.
It is a moot point now.
I say, if we were going to waltz in there and the genie would have been sitting there drinking wine with a fire and said, "Oh yes, it's down the street," I would just go home. So I continue to just be friendly with him.
Great. Everyone else?
I feel good for the night. I feel like we should.
I tried real hard, Arena. I'm sorry.
Head out tomorrow.
If you feel pretty full, you actually feel yourself getting quite tired.
You're all going to leave your friend?
I was going to say, should we see where they're keeping him?
Well, we already know how they're keeping him. I can't imagine where is much better.
In fact,
True, but it might be.
Sorry. I'd like each of you, besides Nadam, because Nadam apparently did not eat or drink, from the table, to make a Constitution saving throw.
Everyone gets plus 4.
Ooh.
Thanks, Serena.
One day my character sheet will show up.
Dice.
Excuse me.
I got a natural 20. That's a 27.
You rolling your
I
physical dice?
literally I
Nice.
just reset it. Like I clicked Theo and clicked back into the box, and it still did it wrong.
Ha, it wasn't me this time.
All right, and then add 4 to that. So
Praise real dice.
They're cool.
I wandered from the path of the real dice, but I have returned.
All right, so you guys get a +4, Irina?
Yep.
All right. Aridin, you are getting real
Hey.
tired, and you just find hey, you lean back, and there's some nice pillows over here. You sort of make a little, like,
nest.
nest, and then,
I'll go
Out.
pick up my brother and say, I think my brother is right.
Irina,
It's time to retire.
you similarly, real
Yeah,
tired, out.
Wait,
Cool.
Uh,
Mine is already adding in the +4.
correct. Koros, Theo, Burnham, you're really tired. You get a yawn, but, you're still
They
awake.
trick made me actually yawn.
but yeah, I do what I said. I pick up my brother. Fatty, he's probably real heavy. And then, I'll try to find a place.
King Orm says, please, there is no need to go. You can sleep here for the night.
Stay here for the night.
I'm gonna ask.
Yeah, it's tired.
I'm gonna ask the Dom. Be like, should we not? And then our secret hand signal for this.
Which is just that.
Very secret.
And I
Should we
say,
not?
Burnham could set up our tent. A little less dramatic.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely. Tiny hut it is.
You guys can sort of move Aridin and Arena closer together.
Yeah.
I'm bringing one of these pillows with me.
So wait,
Good.
somebody already passed out?
You've got it, like, squeezed in your arms like a teddy
So
bear.
we're
You guys
gonna
did pass
find.
out?
Aridin
Yeah.
and Arena are out.
Yeah, I picked up Aridin though.
And the rest
Yeah.
of you are very tired, except for Nadam.
Is that suspicious at all?
If he, I also
Yeah.
can't be put to sleep magically.
Right.
Uh,
The rest of you, considering how tired you are, you're like, yeah, it makes sense that they'd go to sleep. We're all really tired all of a sudden.
It was a long day.
Yeah.
If
Alright.
he asks us why we're doing the dome, I just say that it's habit. We're adventurers.
He doesn't ask.
Okay. Set up the dome.
Burnham says the dome. Nadam, you're not
Absolutely.
tired. This is only halfway. You guys have been traveling in the nights. This is only
Mm-hmm.
midnight.
Well, I'm not going to travel without my buddies, and they've
Sure.
clearly been charmed somehow to be sleepy.
I'm just making it clear to you.
Yeah. If my buddies are tired, we'll go to sleep.
Burnham, do you pop up the tent?
Yeah, absolutely. The tiny hut.
Yep. Lehman's
little
tiny
10
hut.
foot- it's cozy, but we fit.
Cool.
Can everybody still hear and see me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Your video
computer,
is desynced for me, but
my computer freaked out.
You're all good. We can hear you. We can see you.
Like blue screen and crazy lines in every direction.
You're all good.
So
I'll make it.
I can't click anything, but
You can reboot if you want.
I'll make it a little bit more homey this time. It's a 10-foot dome, so I'm going to give it pillows and a bunch of little like domey drink holder things that I don't care about because it's magic, so they can be dirty and people can put the drinks down and pick it back up, and it doesn't matter if they hit it right; it's just going to go back to the middle.
Nice.
Random.
All right.
You can see where your priorities are.
So is everyone gonna go sleep? Except Nadam?
I'm gonna sleep.
Indeed.
I mean, I'll hang out,
Yeah, you
but
can hang.
eventually I'll go to sleep.
So, how do you know that Farro fella? I mean, I heard the stories of your adventures, but where'd you meet? Why'd you all gather together in the first place?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I didn't meet him till I was already in the jungle, teleported away from my morning routine. By that
Brush in hand.
toothbrush in hand and only a robe. I liked that robe. Now it's gone. I didn't meet him before that. When I met him, he was still just a half-elf, and then we got to the tomb, and he was collateral with the terrible.
Lily, you're on your phone and your thing, and so we can hear double of you. You need to mute the laptop.
It's not on. It's completely off.
The phone is not working. It's echoing like a lot.
Okay.
Sorry.
But It was some kind of collateral with the Yuan Ti, and they turned him into a snake man, and then he was a little off. He was kind of always off, but then off in a new way. And then he went his separate ways with the other arena.
Well, you get too many voices talking in your head. I imagine you turn out either like him or like Quaros.
The man loved bread in a way that, you know, I thought most men loved their families.
Seems like a nice guy before all the brain stuff.
I was all right.
I know someone who might be able to get you a very good robe if we ever go back to Witherwiller.
Oh, please.
Yeah, Flitterjib. He's my friend. Little gnomish fella.
Flitter jib.
Hi. I'll write it down.
I'll look him up.
Flitter Jim. It's got to be an Aarakocra or something, right?
It's a
gnome.
gnome, probably, yeah. All right. So as the rest of you fall asleep, Nadam, you're still awake, still occasionally popping in and out and being social, while everyone else is...
Going out and getting snacks.
Yeah. One of the times that you see that they've already started to bring everything down in the tents and things, and like are packing things up. The walls of this tent have come off, but the canopy is still there, and you're seeing the desert. And King Haroon looks at you and he says, "You might want to hold on to something." Then there's like a rumble. And a giant scarab beetle
Yes.
from under the sand stands up, picking up this entire tent structure and the tent structures around it, all the stuff. You see as it rises, there are all sorts of ropes tying it to the back of this beetle to keep everything in place. And the beetle just sort of gets up and starts walking through the desert. Everyone else, totally asleep, does not see any of this. The hut is just sort of like attached to the back of the beetle and just was moving along with it. Lily, you missed. There's a giant beetle
Giant beetle.
that rose out of the desert, and this is all on the back of it. Y'all are asleep in the hut and not waking up and not seeing any of this.
Nadam's got his
I'm not waking up either.
like wineskin that he's just sipping it and watching.
Is it I thought we're in the Leoman's tiny hut.
The hut is clinging to the back of this beetle, just like all the other stuff.
Oh,
I
what color
think
is it?
that
Bill?
it's extra dimensional, so we wouldn't even feel anything even if we were awake.
Right. Is it? It's just a dome of force.
Maybe not. Yeah, you're right. Just Dome of Force.
So this beetle's just walking through the night.
I enjoy this, and when I go and wake up somebody else for their watch, if they wake up,
They don't.
because they okay. So I'm like, oh well, whatever. I stay up a little while longer, and then at some point I'm like, I'm gonna go to sleep too.
When you all wake up, you find yourselves still in the hut, but as you look outside of your Leoman's tiny hut, you are just on the sand in the desert. You are at the base of these foothills of this mountain. There's these rocky ridges that rise up away from you to the east. And there is a sort of a gap between these two ridges that sort of go up and around and form sort of this little bit of canyon. Not super huge, maybe a couple 100 feet in diameter. A circular bit of canyon with a small opening at its front that you are maybe 100 feet away from at the desert sands. Beyond that bit of canyon, you see the foothills and the mountains rise up into the distance. There is no sign of King Haroon, of the beetle, of any of the tents of Farro.
Wait, did
It all disappeared?
what do you mean tents of Pharaoh?
No, of the tents, comma, of Farro. List of things there are no sign
got
of. Sorry.
Fine. But Nadam was awake for the beetle incident?
Yep.
What color was the beetle?
I don't mention it.
Oh, all right.
Like, good morning. I don't mention it unless you bring it up.
How did we get here?
The giant beetle.
What color was it?
Black.
Don't mention it. Let me mention it.
Giant and black.
Giant beetle. Listen. Damn it. Johnny.
Disappointing.
Well, where are we now?
I want it to be like, that green, that iridescent
Yes,
black
the
green.
shiny green, like that's iridescent. That's what I wanted too. I'm so
All right,
glad
it's
we had
that.
the same thought.
Done.
Cool.
Good. I feel happy.
Magic.
And I'm like, cool, I've never seen one. Why didn't you wake me up? Nadam, why didn't you wake me up?
I tried. You were magically put to sleep.
No magic could put me to sleep. The only thing that could put me to sleep is Amos's jokes.
Good one, brother.
I think this could be the Valley of Lost Kings.
Can you?
Well, if you say a magical beetle took us here in one night, then probably, yeah.
You see that the hills and the canyons sort of extend a lot, off to the north and to the south. But this particular outcropping is a few hundred feet wide, with an opening that may be 20 feet wide, about 100 feet away from you.
Well, should we go in? Did it tell us where in the valley, in the canyon, I mean, that we'd find? Or...
I don't
He
think
gave
so.
me a brief description, but mostly that he'd be sure we'd find it.
Well, it
Well-
seems there's an entrance.
I figure we try it out since we're here, but maybe his certainty of us finding it came from his own devising.
Possible.
So, as you guys approach this sort of gap in the rocks that rise up around and form this sort of circular outcropping inside the rock that rises up as it gets further away from you, you see that there's it's a couple hundred feet diameter circle, all sand between you and the far side of the circle. And on the far side of the circle, sort of built into the edge of the stone, you see a temple or a tomb of some kind. Think, not Raiders of the Lost Ark. Think The Last Crusade, Indiana Jones, Petra. Yeah.
Yeah. It was like real place. Yeah.
Yeah. But I want to allude to Indiana Jones because
That hat behind you has gotten a lot of reference lately. I bet we start there. It's probably
Seems
that
like
way.
the place.
Yep.
I'll start
It always starts with a J.
All right.
Let's go.
You start forward. I would like perception checks from everyone.
Cool.
Oh, snap.
While we walk that way, I was gonna kind of fill Burnham in on all the Farro stuff.
Okay, cool. I think I knew most of them.
All right, not bad, not
I just
bad.
didn't know the
Fantastic.
Little bird
Quaros, there's something moving in the sand underneath y'all.
13.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no,
Oh,
it's
good.
Folks, there's something moving in the sand underneath us.
Very calm.
Something large.
some beast,
Is it another beetle friend?
a foul
Should we try
beast. Do you think?
Sneak or run?
All right, I need one of you to walk about 100 feet away and make rhythmic stomping noises on the ground.
Okay.
Done. Wait, one sec.
Have you all
Standing
stopped?
stomp.
Or are you still walking?
I'll still be
I would have
walking.
stopped when he said that. Actually,
Yeah, no, we should all stop. Everyone should probably stop moving.
Okay.
You guys are maybe 10 feet into this circular thing that's couple hundred feet in diameter.
I can pass without a trace us, see if we can get. I think it's probably noticed us though.
Can we just climb around the rocks? Maybe?
When we stop, does it stop doing the thing?
The rumbling, it slows to a stop, Quaros.
Okay,
I was going to.
it's no longer moving, probably. We might want to get off the sand.
Wait, hold on. I might be able to draw it out. I'm going to transmute rock and turn rock to mud, and I'm going to try to
You mean
all
sand?
I want to rock to sand. Yeah, all I want to do is.
Sorry,
Can I not?
You're
do
standing
it
on sand.
to... Oh, okay. I might
You
not be
can
able to
make rock that we can stand on.
Yeah.
I think it needs to be rock or mud. I don't think I can do sand.
Sand is rock.
You are standing on sand. Well, it's a lot of little rocks, so we can transmute one rock. There is sort of a circle of rock around you. These ridges that
Right.
come out.
That doesn't work.
that start low and get higher as they wrap around.
Just this sand is useless to me. I can't do anything. We dwarves need a solid basis for construction.
There's rock, maybe 10 feet from you, right over
Yeah,
there,
but,
like the ridges.
And that, we have to go into the middle, right?
You have to go clear across the middle to get to the temple on the far side.
Which means going over sand.
Or, all the way around the side, which would still be sand. You could, rock
I could run
climb
across the
and
wall.
traverse, but it doesn't look... It's pretty steep and doesn't look very
We do have all
path-like.
those pythons.
That would be easy for me and no one else.
But we could try. And then one person falls and dies, and that will be good.
You guys are assuming this thing wants to kill us. Look, I'm sure it's fine. I'm gonna start walking.
Yeah, let's keep going, and everyone just, I guess, be ready to mess up a giant worm.
Sure.
All right. Aridin starts walking forward, so you're a little further out than everyone else. Everyone else
Oh, good.
sort of slowly starts walking behind with less confidence than Aridin. Aridin, I would like a dexterity saving throw.
You're more than 10 feet away from you. I can't help
I am
you.
not rolling well tonight. That's gonna be a failure, isn't it?
Yes.
I think I'm gonna use my thing.
If your thing requires you to do it before I declare whether it's success or failure, you should.
No,
do
it
that.
says re-rolling a saving throw that you fail.
Oh, great. Yes, that would have been a failure.
Yeah.
A lot of things are like before the GM tells you whether it succeeds or fails. So you're like, wait, don't tell me.
No, in this case, I want to know because I don't want to use it.
It
if it's a
fails.
Success.
Go ahead.
Great. This is not gonna. It's not gonna be any better. Oh, it's better.
Oh, significantly better.
There's some rumbling, and you dive out of the way as a giant worm, think Tremors, erupts out of the ground in like an arcing leap that narrowly misses you. Does, let's say, 10 damage to you just from catching the edge of you. We'll say bludgeoning damage. And it goes up, does this like big arcing motion, then right back down into the ground.
You guys forget what I said. It wants to kill us.
Cool.
The rest of the party, you hear more rumbling below you.
Run.
Let's have some initiative.
Separate rumbling or the same rumbling?
Let me open the initiative tracker. All right.
Nice. So I believe I can run on liquids.
That's impressive.
That's cool. Bummer this is sand.
I wonder if that helps at all.
I once knew a dwarven monk who could run on rocks. Tell me when you can do that.
I can do that right now.
Scaly boy.
I could do that for you anytime you like. I could run on flat rocks, vertical rocks, whatever you want.
Who still hasn't rolled?
Probably-
Koros, you rolled. Oh, but your thing didn't. You didn't click your token first, so it didn't go. Add turn. All right. Koros, you got a 15. Theo, we're gonna assume that Theo gets an average 10 because. Oh, you can roll it. Do you have her sheet? Cool. 6.
Good for me.
And then let me add the worms.
Ooh, plural.
Well, there was rumbling over there, now there's rumbling over here, so yes, plural. Nothing's coming up for a good worm token, so let me search like snake or something. Great. We're gonna put a snake token on the. Ooh, I accidentally dragged a bone naga out to the board.
I mean, Jake, you remember the lightning cobra.
All right. Let me roll for this thing. Waboom. 17 plus some, so.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it is pretty good. Great, it goes first.
Wow.
You say great, but
Is it?
Everyone
impressive.
else who isn't Aridin, please make a
Isn't there?
dexterity saving throw.
nah.
All right.
I'm really good at those.
I think they get the +4. 'cause
Yes,
they're
everyone
close.
gets the +4 because you're near Irina.
34.
Not matter for Nadam.
Holy shit!
Like I said, I can run on water.
I roll well and I'm Lily.
Huh.
Damn, there's some good rolls in there. All right. With those +4s, let's see. What did we do? I already forgot what my DC was.
34.
Yeah, my DC is 35, so no. You all are going to leap out of the way. As the rumbling happens underneath you, you all jump in different directions. It bursts out a second worm. And you take 10 bludgeoning damage just from getting hit by it as you're knocked away, but you are not, consumed by it.
Cool.
Then we'll jump to Nadam's turn. Both the worms are back underground already. You're not sure exactly where they are.
Submerged.
They are submerged.
I would like to. So we're in kind of like a round, sort of bowl-ish thing happening.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah,
Opening behind us, rock all around us, Petra in front of us.
Yes, big circle. Yeah, a couple 100 feet.
And the worms keep diving underground.
Yep.
How many feet to where I want to be?
Over 100.
Over 100? Oh, easy.
It's like 200 feet, probably.
Well, I would like to run my full movement.
Okay.
Take the dash action to run another 50 feet, and then spend a key point to bonus action dash again.
It's 150
to
feet.
I can go 150 feet. Yeah.
You guys, you all look, and suddenly Nadam is almost to Petra. I mean, actual Petra. He ran completely out of Azemar onto Earth, and is nearly at Petra.
Into Jordan to Petra.
And he's very, very far away. Burnham.
Burnham is going to use Tensor's transformation because he wants to.
Oh, yeah, I love this spell.
Can I? One second, I need to check if that's only self. Or
it's
if I can
so
use it on somebody
cool.
else. If I can use it on somebody else, I'm going to use it on Arena.
It makes you talk less, right?
Yeah. It makes me talk slowly.
Burn them like to fight.
Oh, is it in Xanathar's?
Yeah, it is. That's why it's hard to find. Sorry. I think I can cast it on other people.
Stupid cat.
Why is this not here? I'm sorry. Oh, here we go. Wait, what? No, it's self. Damn it. You know what? I'm just going to enlarge Arena because I can't find the correct listing of the spell. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Cool. What's that do?
That makes you really big and it makes you do more damage.
Big
Fun.
Yeah, you become a large-sized creature all of a sudden. Go on, wrestle a few of the worms.
Yay.
We got to get some potions of enlarge. They're amazing.
All right. Up next is Quaros.
The one that burst up and blasted us. Has it gone back down or is it
Yes.
visible?
It just...
So neither of them are visible.
Correct.
Okay. I am going to, I guess, walk forward my base 30 speed, but then ready my action for the next time one pops up, I'm going to cast Hold Monster on it.
Okay. Irina.
None of them are up, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I will.
You're
go
also
ahead and
massive now.
fun. I will go ahead and ready an action to hit a big worm.
All right, are you standing still?
I'll walk 30 feet towards, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, you're going to walk sort of towards
Where the
Quaros
Elder's
or
Petra.
towards Petra?
Towards Forest.
Okay, cool.
Towards, yeah.
That's the same direction. So,
Yeah.
all right. Up next is Theo. I'm going to pass because Theo and Eridan are diagnosing computer troubles upstairs. I'm going to say that they get back to back. Actually, let me shout. Alex or Lily? Okay. The worms are underground. What do you want to do? Both of you. Koros and Irina ran sort of towards where you are. So you three are now near each other. It's Theo's turn. Theo is sort of back where a second worm. Were you there when a second worm burst out?
Yeah.
Yeah. So both worms are underground at this exact moment. Nadam ran all the way to Petra. And the rest of you are sort of standing there. I guess Theo is the only one right now. Theo and Bernam are standing a little further back.
Okay. I'd say full run then.
All right, cool.
Just
Theo and Aridin
try and
both
fall
start-
into Dom.
Both start run to Petra. All right.
Can I like stomp around a little bit to try to make a lot of noise?
Right next to Koros.
Sure, that's fine. He'll be fine.
All right, cool.
Cross, use your hooves.
All right,
You can dimension door out of its stomach. It's okay.
Irina and Koros, I'd like y'all to make dexterity saving throws
I bet you would.
as one bursts out. Theo and Aridin,
+4.
because you guys ran a little further.
To be fair, being near Arena is the safest way to do this.
I would like you two to make a dexterity saving throw without the advantage of Irina's thing, because you are further than her. Do.
Boom! Rolling identical. This is awesome.
Nice. Twins.
This is 2 identical rolls in a row.
All right. Damn. All right, the Elders boys are fine. They dive and roll out of the way as the thing bursts up behind them. 10 bludgeoning damage from getting knocked and the sand flying at you and all this stuff.
Do you need one from me?
No, you are so far away that these 2 worms are nowhere near you.
Excellent. They can't catch me.
They can't catch you. They cannot burrow that quickly.
Mine is a 17, remember.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Irina and Koros, you are both consumed by this worm.
Do I get to
She's just big.
swing at it?
Did she get a bonus or a
So
advantage?
they're gargantuan?
Give or take, yeah.
Okay, because if they're gargantuan, they can eat her. They can just
Oh
eat
yeah,
her.
never mind.
Do I get to swing at it? Because I was
As
already
it's,
mad.
yeah, you readied that action. Koros, you readied an action, right?
Yeah,
So you guys can do that as you are consumed.
sure.
Cool.
You can attack
Yeah,
the
I'll take
inside
that.
of its mouth. So go ahead and give
All
me
right.
those attacks, but you are all both taking 22 piercing damage from the teeth around you.
The flushiest butts of them.
Question. So for what's it called? Does it just make me hit harder if I hit? Making me big.
Yeah, it makes you do an extra D4 damage, and you have advantage on strength stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then mine was to cast Hold Monster.
Oh, it's a crit!
Me.
It's
Roll
like
that double damage.
It's like in Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah.
Holy
Do
crap.
I double the D4 then?
Except
Sure.
if Jack Sparrow was 12 feet tall and was gonna kill the Kraken.
27, 30 damage.
I'm gonna hit it again because
That's awesome.
That does hit.
Cool. And I'm gonna smite it.
52
I'm gonna
damage.
smite it. I'm gonna go
No,
ahead
I'm gonna
and
go crazy. I'm gonna smite it.
Let's go crazy. I'm gonna do a second level spell slot to smite it. So.
Don't forget the
Jesus,
D4.
Paladin.
Don't forget the D4 for the second attack.
Oh wow, this is fun.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, that's
Nice.
every attack.
So that's 56.
Is
Of which 18 is radiant.
3d8.
And he can't taste anything right now.
Well,
Everything tastes like church.
71 total damage to
That
the
was-
inside of this thing's mouth. Koros.
really fun.
Hold Monster.
So it needs to make a.
Wisdom save against a DC of 20.
Jesus. Go Pally.
That is a natural 20. I had to check. I had to look at the other side of the die because it's a scarab on my cool desert dice. So I had to double
Minus.
check. Yeah, wisdom -1, but it's a 20 always succeeds.
Yep.
So that was
Really?
the wisdom
On-
saving throw. For saving
On
throws,
saving throws?
Yeah.
a 20 always succeeds.
I didn't know that.
A natural 20.
Not checks, but saves.
Yeah, correct. Saves and hit rolls always succeed on a natural 20. Then, because he received more than 30 damage in a single turn from a creature inside of it, that is to say 71 damage, it needs to make a Constitution saving throw, which it fails.
Cool. It vomits us.
9 of DC 21, and yeah, it vomits you out next to it as so it scoops you up as it comes out. It's like midair, you like mid it out, and it like swings its head to the side, and you guys fall out to the side of it as its momentum carries it back down into the ground.
That was fun.
It like pukes, writhes, and then burrows.
Exactly.
Cool.
All right, Nadam.
I make it the rest of the way to Petra, I assume.
All right, yes, you absolutely make it the rest of the way to Petra.
I'm up on the steps.
Can you hear this, or do you need me to turn it up? I can turn it up.
I just didn't know who got eaten.
It was Irina and Koros.
Why didn't we help them?
You guys were running. All of you were running, and those two got.
Giant Arena was helping to distract so we could run.
Yeah. So. Nadam, you make it up to the tomb/temple/Petra.
Does it have like steps up to like
Absolutely.
the big opening?
Steps, columns leading up to a large doorway. And you see that the door appears to be sealed. It's all closed. Flanked by 2 statues of sphinxes, one male, one female.
An androsphinx and gynosphinx.
Correct. And between them, in the front of the door, is a brazier filled with water.
Ooh. Does it say like anti-worm water, bats, shark repellent?
No.
Water and not oil?
It is certainly water.
Well, I kind of want to investigate that, but my friends are fighting worms.
No, it's just a brazier, not a well.
It seems
Get off the stage.
It seems unreasonable for me to play with that, so I'm going to get out my bow and ready in action to shoot the next worm I see.
All right. Sounds good. Meanwhile, Burnham, you have not moved since the original worm. So, Irina and Koros are maybe 30 feet ahead of you. They got eaten and then spat out. 60 feet ahead of you, or maybe a little more than that, you see Theo and Aridin running.
All right.
A worm narrowly missing them as they dive and roll forwards.
Well, I think that I'm going to run forward.
20 feet.
And are any of the worms still up above the ground or no?
You just catch the ends of their tails. If you want to hit them, you're going to have to ready an action.
All right, I'm going to try to ready an action as I go forward. I want to shoot a fireball into the middle of one's mouth. Actually, I think I want to shoot a delayed fireball. Although I don't actually, that might be too delayed. One sec, delayed blast. Yeah, no, that takes too long. They're moving too fast. I'll just shoot a fireball as a ready action if one pops out into its mouth if I can, like
Excellent.
when it tries to bite.
If you want to specifically aim for the inside of its mouth, I'll do disadvantage because that's a hit roll, right, for fireball?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or is it a save?
Fireball to hit?
No, fireball is save. It's a dex save.
It's a
Fireball's a dex save?
I get to choose the area.
I'm
Give
going
him
to give them
advantage?
I'm going to give them advantage on their save
Okay.
if you're
That's
aiming
fair.
for the inside of its mouth.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Koros.
Let's see. How much more ground do we have to cover?
A lot. Like, let's see, like 200 feet.
Okay.
Minus 30, so 170 feet.
We can.
All right. I will move 30 more feet forward and ready in action to Eldritch Blast the next one that pops up.
Okay, so I need to draw this. 30, 60, 90, 100, 50. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay, so boom.
I'm also going to yell back at Burnham. Do you have a way to transport yourself over there?
Don't have dimension door prepared right now.
I
I'm gonna take a quick
I
nap.
could get there if I need to.
That's
All
a
right.
yikes for me, fam.
But can't you? Do you not?
I can, but there are 5 of us.
Yeah,
Between you and I, we could take 4. No, I don't like Burnham that much. We can leave him behind, but
Can't you cast it at a higher level? I mean, that might be a bit of a waste, but
no, you only get. I don't think there's any level component to it. It's always 500 feet and up to 1 person.
All right, cool. Koros, you're preparing an action for...
Eldritch Blast.
Got it. Irina. Koros has ran forward another 30 feet. He's up by Theo and Aridin. Burnham has almost caught up to where you are.
Sorry, I need to check on one thing. Sorry, I was checking to see if I could both haste someone and dimension door, but I'm pretty sure one's
Neither of those
concentration.
is a cantrip, so you can't. You can only do 2 spells.
Oh, I
on
didn't mean
turn
in the
if
same
one's a
turn.
cantrip. Oh,
I meant yeah.
I don't think Dimension Door is concentration. It's instantaneous.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
not. You're right.
Yep.
Okay. I will go ahead and haste an Eldritch brother. I will haste Aridin. Oh no, Aridin's farther up ahead, right?
Theo and Aridin are together.
I will haste Aridin then.
All right. Aridin,
Thanks.
you have haste. That
So
basically
you
doubles
get-
your speed.
Yeah, you get. Let me read. Sorry. Choose a willing creature. You get +2 to your AC. You
You get an
Ooh, advantage on
additional
dex saving
action.
throws.
You have an additional action on your turn that you can use to attack with 1 weapon attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
yeah. So you can move really far.
So you can triple move now, if you wanted to.
like I can.
But the 1 extra attack is not 1 extra attack action. It's just 1 extra attack.
Yeah, it's 1 more attack. It's not an extra attack action, exactly. All right. So you're casting that, and then are you running 30 feet?
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool.
Or I'll go up to another Eldritch brother. I'll
Yeah,
hang
you've
out
now
with
caught up to both Eldritch brothers and Koros.
Great, perfect.
Burnham, you're still like 40 feet behind that.
Yep.
Uh-oh, shouldn't have left you, my bad.
Don't get eaten.
Whoops. Theo, it is your turn.
Okay. I am far behind
Bet on.
my brother. I'm far behind my brother, which is annoying. How far away?
No,
behind-
you are in line with your brother. He hasn't
No, but
started running yet.
yeah, but he's haste.
He's
so.
about to.
Well, whatever. Who's the next people behind me?
So,
Is it just Burnham?
Koros, Irina, Theo, Aridin, you're all together.
Yeah, so it's just Burnham.
Here, I'll mute this since this is picking me up. You're all together.
That's why I was just gonna talk into that, but yeah. So it's just Burnham who's behind.
That one picks up both of us. This one only picks up me.
Oh, so Burnham's the only one behind me.
Yes, Burnham is the only one behind you. Lean in.
Okay. Can I look at my sheet really quick? Can you scroll in my boxy box? Yeah.
Ooh.
Uh,
Scandalous on the stream.
That's okay. I'm trying to think if there's a thing that I have to get to him faster. I don't think I do.
You have a thing to like move in when you hit, right?
I don't think I have to hit to do it. No, you have that. The reposition thing?
Yeah.
That's your thing. Yeah, I don't have that. Oh, I have an action surge, though. All right. Yeah. All right. That'll work. I'm going to action surge so that I can... Because if I don't, I can't get to him this turn, right?
Get to who?
Burnham.
Oh, you could run backwards and immediately be at where Burnham is.
Oh, okay.
We're
Can
only
I
like
do that?
50 feet away from each other.
Right. So can I get to Burnham?
He's about 40 feet away.
Sure.
So you can get roughly to him.
Cool. Can I get there, pick him up, and then use my action surge to run away with him?
Yes, that'll get you basically right back to where you are now.
That's fine.
Great.
It's like, boom, boom, shortstop.
All right. So, Burnham,
That's my plan.
Theo has picked you up and brought you. So now Burnham, Koros, Irina, Theo, and Aridin. You guys, everybody's in the same distance. Yeah. But Aridin has that.
Saving my wee little legs and a 5th level spell, thank you.
I mean, unless you violently resist, that was my plan.
Okay, my turn?
Yep.
All right. So, who is within 30 feet of me?
Everybody is right. You guys are all together, except for Nadam, who's already at Petra. And but the rest of you are all right next to each other, but you have haste.
Bum, 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 bum. So that gives me an extra action, right? So I can use
You can
that
triple
action
move, yeah.
to dash.
Exactly. And if you action surge, you
Right.
can quadruple move.
Well, first I'm going to do this. Maybe. Yes.
Bless.
Beep, beep, beep. Theo, Irina, and Koros.
You're learning good pally tricks.
Eh.
So you have an additional D4 on your saving throws.
Yep.
Great.
Dude, Bless is awesome.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to dash.
All right, then you book it, so you can go 60 feet.
So how far away am I now from
Wait, no.
where I'm going?
Is that right?
That's
Haste
not
also
right.
doubles your speed, right?
It does not double your speed. It gives you an additional action that you can use to dash.
I'm reading it right now. Until the spell ends, the target's speed is doubled.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I go so far.
You go really, really
You go
far.
so
You
far.
go 120 feet.
You can go almost all the way there. Yeah. So use that action. You have 2 moves remaining. 60 feet each will get you basically 60 feet from Petra.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Cool.
I'm not gonna action surge.
So are we pulling in like an into the mind?
If you action surge, you would be at Petra.
But I also don't want to get too far away from my bro. So
Fair
I'm
enough.
gonna not.
All right.
I will risk getting eaten. Yes, it
You can hit it.
depends.
All right. It's the worms' turn.
Damn worms. Worms.
I need dexterity saves from Bernum, Koros, Irina, and Theo.
That's
I'm picked up by another person. Do I get disadvantage or advantage or something from that?
You don't get one at all. Theo gets disadvantage
Okay.
Why do I get disadvantage?
because you're holding
both
Bernum.
wrecked and
So I opened my stupid fat
You
mouth.
still
that's
you
why.
get your plus. You guys get your +4 from Irina,
And then a D4, right? From Bless.
and then a D4 from Bless.
You got an 18.
Wait on mine, please. My Chrome's running really slowly for some reason.
DC 19.
I'm getting eaten.
You know what?
It's right here.
No!
Oh shit! It's not dude, did you show people the picture of that? It's ugly.
All
I
right,
can
wait.
show-
So my total right now is 20.
Wait, no.
Wait.
Here we are.
Ew.
a
It looks like a scary
Casey.
dog.
So apparently you fail the DC by 1. You can Indomitable.
Yeah, I can reroll. Let's do it.
You still
still
have
have
disadvantage.
Shut up, bitch.
Did me and Chorus get eaten again? Oh no,
hold
Chorus
on.
is probably.
Hey!
All right, Theo, you dive out of the way and tuck and roll with Bernum. Bernum and Theo will still each take, let's say, 5 each bludgeoning damage instead of 10 each. As it bursts out. Let's see. Irina, yeah, no, that's a failure. Koros, yeah, no, that's a failure.
Wait.
Chorus in this
Are
thing's
you
stomach
sure?
again.
Wait, sorry.
Mine's
have a plus
20
4.
total.
Yeah, no, you're fine then. Koros, you leap out of the way, taking 10 bludgeoning damage from getting knocked back by it, but you
Sure.
are not consumed. Irina, you're consumed again.
Awesome. How much damage?
Dude, she eat it again?
22 piercing damage.
2. Let's do it. I want to kill this thing.
Do I get to shoot one?
Yes, everyone who had their prepared actions, readied actions, that now happens.
Two of them popped out, or just one?
2 of them popped out right next to each other.
Okay.
I get a fireball from the cradled arms of an
Yep.
Eldris.
I have a question about this plan.
Bernum, I would like you to roll a d2 for which one you're hitting,
Yeah.
whether it's the one with Irina in it or not.
No, he's fireballing, and I'm holding him out like this.
Well, ones are usually the
Does
bad
14
options,
hit?
so
So you hit the one with Irina in it.
I guess I do.
14 does not hit.
Well, let me.
That's fine.
Like sibling Burnham.
I spent one
Yeah,
key
that's
point.
my plan right now.
I spend 1 key point to deal an extra damage die.
I said a 14 does not hit.
Yeah, for my first attack.
Oh, I didn't see the first attack. Gotcha. Go ahead and roll the extra damage die and tell me.
Another 5. So 15 total for me.
Gotcha.
I'm
Got
going
it.
to be a little more surgical than baked bean short rib, and I'm going to attack Eldritch Blast,
Sure.
the one that did not eat Irina.
All right.
Big short rib.
Nice.
Nice.
That
That's
hit?
29
Oh,
hits, correct?
Okay. I'm trying to click buttons. Something I have open in Chrome is absolutely just... Okay, I've hit it with an attack.
Got it.
I'm going to send it to hell.
My favorite ability.
Go, Koros!
That's
Go,
so
Goat
dope.
Man!
That's that ability. That's not.
Is there a save involved, or does it just go to hell?
No. It just goes to hell.
For how long? And
Until the end of my next turn, at which point it will come back where it left and take 10d10 psychic damage.
awesome. Okay, so
Oh, God.
one of the worms is like mid-leap. It didn't get anybody. It knocked a bunch of people back, and then suddenly, like flames envelop it, and it vanishes,
Gone.
leaving this giant hole in the ground. Burnham, I need to make a dexterity saving throw.
No, I'm holding Burnham.
He cast a fireball at the worm.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
making it.
Yeah, the worm needs to
DC?
make a dex save. 18. I believe I think it's 18. It says it there, though.
Rolled a 0.
Ha!
Nice.
So, it goes right down the throat.
Nice.
Irina?
Yep.
I think I rolled 24 damage, right?
Do I
Burnham,
make
I
a
didn't
dex
see your
save?
damage roll. Yes, I see your damage roll. 24 damage to that one.
Yeah.
Irina,
He's in the throat.
there's nowhere to go. There's no dexterity to be
That's what I
made.
thought.
You take 24 fire damage.
Cool.
Woo! But you're big. Does that give you? That doesn't give you anything for health.
No.
Sorry.
Friendly fire.
I'm out.
It's fire.
At least it was friendly.
Alrighty. Nadam.
Nice. So they're all underground now, right?
One is in hell. The other one that
Yeah.
swallowed up
That's why
Irina
they're
is now
very far
back
underground.
underground. Yes.
Well, I would like to investigate this water jug behind me.
Everything seems fine back there. Let me just check out this one.
Listen, I shot an arrow at it and it went dink.
One arrow did some damage. The other one went dink. And then that one disappeared into hell. So,
At least that was gonna.
yeah, there is a bowl of water. There is writing around the edge of the bowl, but your magic language thing only works for spoken language, so you don't know what
It's
it
true.
says. The water seems to like shimmer and move in a way that seems unnatural.
I don't
Like
know.
unnatural water.
There's sphinxes and they're just looking out. They're just decorative looking, right?
Yeah,
Or do they look extremely realistic?
they look very realistic.
Kick one. Just kick it.
Oh, I kick it. I'm like,
No,
Hello.
that was a joke.
And he says, "Ugh. Well, I was going to wait till your friends got here for a dramatic intro. Just give me a minute."
oh, I'm sorry. I'll wait. I'll pretend I didn't see.
Good, good,
I won't
okay.
talk. Before you do, quick tips with the worms?
Run faster?
Oh, fair.
All right.
All right, cool. Good to know.
You seem to have done it well. Oh, sorry.
No, okay, I didn't hear anything. It's the China speaks like, God, just I
You
can't.
you notice she's very still and not moving, but you do notice a little bit of an eye roll.
I like these two a lot. Well then, that investigation would count as my action.
Yeah.
Cool. Then I'm done.
All right. Burnham.
So how far is it between us and this like temple and stuff?
30,
and the Sphinx?
60, 90, 120, 150,
Cool.
180 feet.
Yeah, for sure. So Nadam's just fast is all. That's the only reason.
Yes, Nadam is already there because he's lightning speed. Aridin is almost there because he's also lightning speed now.
Because he's on magic crack.
I'm going to cast a wall of ice to make a 120-foot expanse of foot-thick ice on the sand. It does specify that it has to be either a dome, a circle, or a wall. It does not specify that it needs to go upwards.
Fantastic, yes. Sideways wall, 120 feet of ice. So it's
That's cool.
30, 60, 90.
Yeah, so it's like just an ice pathway for us to go to the...
You're like, I'm
Awesome.
sick of this.
That will get you all but that goes basically right up to the edge of Aridin. Aridin, you like suddenly are lifted up by the edge of the ice wall that appears. You're right at the end of it.
It might if it's on Aridin, Aridin might need to make a dex save. Okay. cool.
It goes right up to
Aridin
it.
jump.
It lifts up Aridin's heels, but Aridin stumbles forward and is fine.
Cool. And it has like it only has 12 AC and 30 HP, but they do need to get through 30 HP and
Cool.
per 10-foot section.
Cool.
Yeah.
Feel
And then it hurts them
impressed.
even if they get through it. That's why I did it. That's right.
Watch us all like try to run across ice and just fall the entire time.
Yeah, it is difficult terrain now,
That's
though.
fair. Just say that in the rules.
That says that in the rules about moving on ice. All right, cool. That's awesome. And then are you going to start running?
Yeah.
No, you're in Theo's arms. You're
I'm
gonna...
in his arms, right? I mean, yeah. I'll just let that part happen because I have to concentrate on that. Irina, you're not big anymore.
Okay.
You shrink inside of the worm. Koros, you're now standing at the beginning of this new ice road.
You guys know when you eat a big meal and then like 30 minutes later you're hungry again?
I guess just start walking along the ice.
All right, cool.
Rather,
You're going to go 60
moving
feet?
hastily along the ice.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just going to do my full 60 feet of movement, I think.
Cool. Koros, you are halfway across the ice.
Yes. At which point, my worm friend comes back.
It's there, mid-air where it left. It crashes down. It cracks the sort of the right side of this ice as it hits down into it. What's the HP of the ice thing you said?
30 for 10 feet.
30. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so it hits the side of it, cracks it pretty badly, does not break through it, slides off to the side, and is hitting the
You have
sand.
to take 10d10 psychic damage now.
Yes, it takes 10d10 psychic damage from being in hell.
Which, this calls for actual dice.
Ho ho ho!
And actual math.
We're about to do live math. Stand by.
I didn't think this through not to add all the dice up. This might take a while. But I actually rolled pretty well.
Riveting.
Shut up. This is amazing.
63 damage.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Yes.
All right, hold on while I do math now.
Is that the
Really
one
is
that
the
I...
most exciting spectator sport
Or how
ever.
come I didn't experience the psychic damage from our trip? Or did I and it'll catch up to me years later?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
It is still alive. It
Rip.
smashes into the ice and takes another, let's say, 20 damage because it was in the air and smashing down into it. So it's taken a buttload of damage. It is still alive, but it has not been able to re-burrow into the ground. It's sort of
That's
half on the
even worm.
ice and half on the sand, dazed from smashing into this ice that didn't crack. It was expecting sand. It's cold. It's used to hot.
And
So
also hell.
right. And also, it just was in hell. All right. Irina.
I'm a dimension door out of this thing.
Fuck yeah.
Are the rules in Dimension Door about Dimension Dooring to somewhere you can't see?
Yeah, you
I
can
think I'm
specify
taking the-
direction and distance. You can say, you can basically describe a point in physical space.
Okay.
Yeah.
Irina, this thing is moving very quickly and you're not entirely sure which way is up. I would like whatever sort of saving throw you think would be appropriate for determining which way
Okay.
is up. I would
So,
like some convincing.
Intelligence or wisdom?
I could see either of those making sense.
Okay, I'll do wisdom then.
All right.
That sucks.
add your thing.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
You got a D4, yep.
That sucks.
Damn.
All right, so 12.
Sick,
You're
nasty
pretty
12.
sure that way is up. How many feet?
I will go. I would probably go 200 feet because the Petra was about 200 feet away.
Okay.
Well, she's not going up. She's
I'm
going.
going towards Petra and up,
that's
like
you're trying to go towards Petra and up. That okay.
Yeah.
All right. Great.
Don't kill Arena.
I won't kill Irina. Irina,
will
you
die.
find
Can you roll a
yourself
D100?
150 feet in the air.
Oh.
Cool.
You were off by a little bit.
No, it's gravity. It's gonna kill another one.
My God.
I threw the ring of feather off.
Do you?
Can I?
Your turn is coming up.
Doesn't work.
No, because she's gonna. You fall 200 feet in one round.
Oh no, I'm dead. How much is fall damage?
It is d6 per 10 feet.
Can I mitigate it by getting under her, or will the sand be softer?
You are nowhere near where she is right now.
But I can't go... With my insane haste, I
You
can't
could
get under
run
where she will fall?
back towards where she is falling. Sure.
I'm gonna die, guys.
It would be better to fall into someone's arms than sand, right? Sand is hard when you hit it. What are you doing?
All right, so I want a, let's say a...
Well, it's Theo's turn first.
No, you guys are both 6. We can go in different order.
Okay.
You run backwards. All right. Aridin, you're now over here to catch Irina. Irina, can you mute for a second? Sorry. It's like I start talking slower when I hear. No worries. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Aridin, I would like a, let's say, dexterity acrobatics check, or I'll take, if you can convince me a different check for catching would be more appropriate, I will accept it.
I have a question about that.
Yeah.
Does my haste give me advantage on dexterity acrobatics?
I'll scroll up and read what haste says. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws, but not on acrobatics.
Right. Okay. How about athletics? Because I'm running as fast as I can.
I could
And you have to
see
line it up, and that's a
catching
skill, hand-eye coordination.
catching things is what athletes do in many, many sports. I could see athletics, sure.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Give me an athletics check.
Okay.
All right. I will allow you to split the damage equally between the two of you.
That's fine.
All right. I'm now going to roll 15
Oh
d.
God.
It's
Oh
all right now.
God.
My turn, I was gonna say, Baron, fix it. And hope that Baron-
There's not enough time.
There's no time.
There's probably no
40
time.
damage divided between the two of you, so 20 damage each.
It's not bad.
I just
I would
love
never
Arena
die.
falling like in the
Playing
first
damage
Iron
to
Man
me.
movie into a dune, just boof.
Yeah, we're in a crater now.
It's 20 damage, it's 20 damage to me
All
and me
All the details
and
about the core by studying its ejecta.
Aridin, right?
Learned that.
Yes.
Ejector or my teeth?
All right. Theo, it is now your turn.
Cool.
Throw it on. I will mute. Yeah? Yes.
Okay. Yeah. No, I looked at my sheet. The thing I was looking for doesn't exist.
You're standing right next to, or you're holding Baronum.
Yeah, I know. Like
You're-
this, like Simba.
You're at the beginning of the ice.
Yeah,
Boros is halfway across the ice. Aridin and Irina are a little off to your side.
I feel like he's got it covered.
All right.
I'm gonna. Oh wait, can they see or hear me where they are?
Yes.
Ah, sick. All right. I'm gonna do. Well, actually, do they look real bad or they look so-so?
I think they both look fine.
Like your hair is ruffled, but otherwise you're good, right?
Irina looks bloodied.
Mm.
Like she's got some. She's been shredded up by
Yeah.
his teeth.
I like this.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna use rally for my bonus action to give
Okay.
her, like, it's D10 plus something. Pretty sure.
Oh, cool.
HP.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then my charisma, which maybe that's 0 actually. I don't know how much my charisma is.
Your charisma.
Oh, I'm better looking than you. Right. How could I forget? All right, cool.
So 9 healing for Irina.
Yeah, and it's my bonus thing. And then I'm kind of tempted to just use the rest of my stuff as dash
Cool.
with Baronum out in front of me
Toe.
and be like, cast spells, keep doing it.
Theo and Baronum, that's where you are now.
Cool.
All right.
You've got a dwarven shield.
Dwarven shield.
Pretty much. I feel like it's gonna work out.
All right. Cool. Mute and pass that off.
Yeah.
All right. That's Theo and Aridin. It is now the thing's turn. There was a large impact in the sand that directs this one exactly where it wants to go. Aridin and Irina, I would like dexterity saving throws.
No.
I've still got my shit though, right?
You got all your shit.
I got all my advantage shit.
Yeah.
Woo! Woo!
Irina, you still have bless.
All the weapons.
Oh my god, you've only gotten ones! That's 3 ones!
Yeah.
Aridin, you
Well,
dive out of the way, taking 10 bludgeoning damage as the thing knocks you back. You're trying to pull Irina with you, but she gets snagged by some teeth as she's swallowed again by this thing, and again takes 22 piercing
Is
damage
this the third
That's gonna
time?
and is swallowed. This is the third time Irina has been
fuck.
swallowed.
Hey, Jake, does this count as it missing me with a melee weapon attack?
Sure. I'll say yes.
I would like to freaking kill this thing.
I think you should
Please.
That is exactly what I'm doing. I am riposting.
All right, that hits.
Go, brother.
17 damage.
All right. This one is barely phased so far.
Really? Damn.
Barely.
This is not the one that went to hell. The one that went to hell is now
Which one
shifting.
was the one I did damage to?
The other one is the one that swallowed you the first time.
Okay.
The one that went to hell.
Okay.
The one that went to hell has taken a lot of damage. It's very clearly bloodied, and crinkled because he smashed into some ice. But he's now shifting and moving, and it's gonna start to burrow again off the side of the ice. Meanwhile, the one that just swallowed up Irina for the second time, Irina's third time being swallowed.
Irina, I have an idea.
Yeah.
Do you have that thing that I have where you can set your weapon on fire?
I can,
Roast that
but
bitch. I'll throw you up.
Give you some goddamn heartburn.
Nadam, it is
is
your
it-
turn.
did it go on back underneath the ground?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna go back out on the ice.
There's 60 feet from Petra to the ice, but
I'm gonna hold my action again to shoot a worm when it appears.
okay. Are
I'm
you?
not gonna go on. I'm not gonna go on the stand. I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
stay
stay
on the
Petra.
shaft and hold my action.
All right. Burnham.
Burnham is going to.
You're in Theo's
there-
arms. You're right next to Koros. You're halfway across the
Are
ice.
there any spells you
Do
have
I-
that can help Irina be not as swallowed?
Yeah, well, do I even know that Irina's swallowed? Or-
Yes,
because I've been
absolutely.
doing- Okay, I do.
You're
How
being
about the
carried,
other-
so you can very easily look over Theo's shoulder.
I don't have like a way that I can directly help Irina from here, but can I like the other worm? Is that one near her still?
No, the other worm is right next to y'all. It just reburrowed.
Okay, I don't know if I can really help her very much. So the only thing that I can think of is I could try to distract that worm that's on Irina, by causing tremors somehow. Maybe I
Okay.
could use erupting earth. Erupting earth. I think that shoots a bunch of pillars out. Maybe I can just-
Absolutely. The rumbling seems to be movement on the sand is what it's been attracted to. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to like shoot all these like points of earth out of the sand, like away from her by about 20 feet.
she's already
try to-
she's inside the worm, and the worm is under the sand.
Okay. Is she complete? Is she still, but like in the mouth, like trying to fight her way out, or is she like
She's
swallowed?
in the mouth, swallowed, submerged, and the worm has resubmerged.
I'm going to try to shoot it out by using those same pillars and like push it out by shooting where I think it is by looking at the rumbling sand. Can I make a perception check to like
Yes.
target it or something? Okay, cool. My perception is like +3, I think, and I got a 13, so like a 16.
Sure. Yeah, you can see where the sand is shifting as it's moving, as you know exactly where it is.
Cool. Awesome. And yeah, that is going to be another dex save, I believe. That's erupting earth.
Since we did the perception check thing, I'm gonna let you pass that. You know
Cool.
exactly where it is.
3d12 bludgeoning damage on a failed save.
Hit it.
And that area becomes difficult terrain for what that's worth. So it either like gets knocked out or at least it's obstructed. D12 is this one. 10 plus 10 plus 9. Okay. That's 29 damage of bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
And I would exchange all that if it would knock the worm outwards so that Irina could more easily escape.
So that'll knock the worm up a little bit. The way that, because you're erupting up, so you see the top edges of it sticking out of the ground. It takes a save. That is a failure. So the edge, you see that like its back, it's burrowing through the ground. Its back is sticking up now a bit because it's erupted up. You see the top of its head, and it actually lifts its head up for a moment, and like regurgitates Irina out of it. before
Cool.
it reburrows.
Uh-huh.
Does that trigger my attack, or is it out of my line of sight?
It's in your line of sight. That can trigger your attack.
Well, then it will.
All right.
First one. Phew.
Nice.
18 hits.
Bam. Second one. Phew.
24 also hits. 7.
16 points.
Great. You hit that one. It still doesn't seem bloodied, but it reburrows, and you can see your arrows sticking out of its back.
Good.
And they snap off, like as it, burrows back under. That was Baranum's turn. Koros.
I'm not sure how much left I have for useful. Did the ice one, the one that landed on the ice, make it back last round, or is it
It
still
did.
up?
It's underground again.
Okay. Then I'm probably just going to.
A full movement will get you to the edge of the ice.
Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. Once I'm at Petra, I can still snipe. I think Eldritch goes 120 feet.
The edge of the ice
Yeah.
is still 60 feet from the temple.
Right, no, I'm kind of thinking ahead a little bit, but yeah,
Cool.
I'm just going to move to the edge of the ice.
All right. Irina, you have been regurgitated by this beast, and you actually gained 30 feet of movement towards Petra by doing that, because it was moving. So you're on the sand, not the ice. You're about halfway between where Eridan is behind you and where Theo and Bernam are on the ice in front of you.
Okay, so that's about how many feet from Petra?
30, 60, 90, 120, 150.
Great. I will go ahead and use my action to dash.
Great.
So that's 60 feet. And then I
So you
will
can run a little bit diagonally to get yourself onto the ice.
Okay. And then I will bonus action Misty Step.
Ooh, how far is that?
30.
Great. So that will get you, along with Koros, right up on the end of the ice, about 60 feet from the temple.
Sounds good.
All right.
Awesome.
I don't like these things.
Good
mean.
job.
They's me.
All right. Theo, you're holding Bernam.
Yep.
You're 60 feet from the edge of the ice and 120 feet from the temple.
Dash dash.
All right. Dash, dash. Theo and Bernam, you're now at the edge of the ice.
And I want to rally again to Arena. Be like, "You're doing great, kid. Don't worry."
You gonna roll that for me?
Yeah, roll a d10.
6 healing for Arena.
Thanks.
All right. That's Theo's turn. Eridan, you're way back at the beginning of the ice.
But I am Usain Bolt.
You are indeed. You could make it to Petra.
I would like to bolt.
You are at
Are you
Petra.
gonna go past us?
Yeah.
Dude,
Dude, I have done so much for you guys. I blessed you. I caught Arena. I hit the thing.
You had the spell on you, okay? It's not all you.
All right.
What, do you want me to scoop you up, scooping Burnham up? I can't do that.
I didn't ask you. Oh,
Nadam and Eridan are at the temple.
never gonna hear the end of it.
Irina, Koros, and Theo holding Bernam are 60 feet away from the temple on the ice.
Yes.
Oh, should I have been making concentration checks for haste?
Probably, but it's fine.
Okay, sorry.
I didn't realize it was you that cast it on me.
I forgot.
Yeah, definitely.
It's fine.
I've been forgetting concentration.
You
checks,
guys
too.
see the edges of these worms sort of like coming up on the sand. You see the sand burning underneath, but they can't find you because you've been on the ice. One of them bursts up somewhere where Eridan had been running, but way behind him because he's so fast, and just misses. They can't hear you on this ice. Nadam.
Excellent. I don't see anybody. I got some of my friends. I'm going to ready another action to cover my buddies.
All right. Bernam.
I think I'm gonna. I guess I should do the same. I could. No, haste is out of range of Arena and people.
You know that if all of you dash, you will make it up to the temple.
I'm still being carried, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So Theo will
You're
dash, and
good.
so you'll be
You're
fine.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to radiant action to catapult, shoot a little. No, I don't even have a rock to do that with. Never mind.
There's rocks
Yeah.
all over.
We're fine.
All right. Koros.
Dominate beast if it comes out.
Bolton for my life.
All right, Koros, boom, you sprint across this last bit of sand and make it up to the temple steps. Whew.
Woohoo! Second place.
Irina.
I also will run.
All right, Irina, you make it up to the temple steps.
Yay!
Can I just say, how did the 3 most athletic people get there last?
Excuse me.
Yeah, you and Arena.
Oh, I thought you were saying Baronum instead of me.
No, I'm saying you, me, and Arena.
Eridan got there
Very
before
athletic.
Koros. It was Nadam, Eridan, Koros, Irina, and now Theo and
I
Baranum.
got there, turned around, and got there again.
Theo and Baranum, y'all make it up there. You guys are up here. We're going to end initiative now that you've made it out. A few more times you see these worms maybe, like, come out where you just were. You see some of them, like, come up and try and break this ice a couple
I want
times.
to take some pot shots at him. I'm mad.
But after, yeah, you can take a few pot shots at them, no problem. But after a little while, there's no more sign of them.
We spend the next 12 hours Eldritch blasting them until they're dead.
I wanna
I am nothing if not persistent.
apologize to Baranum, and just like I'm probably really out of breath because I've been carrying a dwarf across hot sand, but I'll set him down and just be like, "I'm sorry, I didn't want to leave you behind."
No, it's fine. I understand. It's almost like a saddle. It works
I'm
out.
sure that we could build something like that if that is something that you want.
At least he didn't toss you.
You have to toss me.
Should have.
All right. So as you guys get up onto the stairs of this temple, you see a large sealed door, the brazier full of water, the columns, and beyond the columns, flanking either side of the door, a male and female sphinx statue. But then the male sphinx, the androsphinx, steps off of his pedestal and comes between you, the party, and the door.
Do I need to do a performance check or bluff check to act like, whoa, super surprise?
Yes. In a deep, booming voice, it says, "Beware! I am the great and powerful Sphinx who guards the entrance to this tomb.
Someone's
Who are you that see? Excuse me. Who are you that seek to enter?"
Maybe not.
I think I'm very convincingly shocked.
Yes.
I didn't see what you rolled. 20. Yes, you are very, very convincingly shocked.
You go to take a sip from the bridge and go.
In fact, Nadam, you also notice the gynosphinx, the female sphinx, rolls its eyes again.
Gyno and Andro. Wow. Thank you for that. Thanks.
It's Greek for man and woman.
Who are we?
All right.
Who's in front?
Bunch of idiots, that's who.
Yeah, really.
Well, if I'm in the front, I will introduce us as Theo and Eridan Eldris, leaders of the those who will retake such and such. I forget the name of the peninsula. Baranum Shortwick Dwarven, Wizard Extraordinaire, Koros Ravenrock,
Always bound
Warlock
to
and Alienist, and also a goat. Irina Kolyana, Paladin of Ilmater, an amazing warrior, and I am Nadam Ilrio Nazir, just their humble advisor and traveling companion.
Awesome.
Right?
Awesome. Yeah, that's a pretty cool party, actually. So, I think you know that us sphinxes have a reputation for being masters of the art form known as the riddle. Are you familiar?
I am familiar.
I might have heard of that once.
I am fantastic at riddles. Truly, the best riddling mind in a generation of sphinxes. And usually that's what I do to guard this entrance. I give some mortals a riddle, they fail miserably, I eat them, give another set of mortals a riddle, they get it right, I open the door, yada yada. But you seem like some pretty cool folks. And you know, a sphinx has only got so many riddles at his disposal.
Sounds like he's gonna walk us into a game show set.
I need some new material.
Bro and Co, come on down.
So I've got a deal for you. Give me your hardest riddle. Like a really clever one. If you stump me, I'll open the door.
What what has it gotten its Parkinson's?
If I get it right, you try again, and then we'll just keep doing that till I get bored and eat you. How's that sound?
Tell him a riddle where the answer is Amos.
I'll never get it.
Do we only get one try, or can we keep on giving you riddles?
No, you can keep doing it until I get bored and eat you, or you stump me. Those are the two end conditions here.
This seems like a pretty fair trade.
Yeah.
Irina probably knows a cool riddle from Barovia.
Oh, wait, no, I got one. I got one.
All the riddles in Barovia end with Strahd, though.
I got it. What's
Your kid
small?
got eaten, okay?
What's small and loud, but a giant pain you never hear what they say?
Small and loud and a giant pain. Oh, mortals who come and try and answer my riddles. Next.
It was Amos.
Give me another one. That didn't do it.
Terrible at riddles.
Come on.
ooh,
You seem so powerful, mortals.
You cannot see me, but I form orderly lines. You might pass right through me without noticing, but when organized, I can reverse time. What am I? It's magic, guys. It's magic. It's really easy stuff. School.
A bunch of invisible orphans lining up for food. They're invisible. They form like that. That's it.
No,
Give me the next one. Nope.
It's not that.
What?
It's wrong. He's cheating.
Mortals like you just really don't understand the art form of the riddle. That's the answer. Give me a harder one.
Is there
What goes up, but never down, and kills all mortals?
Goes up, but never down, and kills all mortals. That's a pretty good one. Hold on, I got this one. Up, never down, kills all mortals.
I know it.
A mortal's head when you chop it off, and it goes. Phew. Next.
It's so bad.
What is the other Sphinx doing?
I don't
Yeah.
think he's
She-
any good at riddles.
Her eyes have rolled several times, and now at this point, she's broken statue, and you just like there's a paw on the face. Just
I just kind of wander slowly over to her,
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
want to
like,
talk to her.
is he always like this?
she just don't involve me in this.
You tell
Alright,
riddles. I bet
alright.
you could give me a better one than any of hers or his.
Can I talk to her?
She said, "Don't involve me in this." When
When
you and
talking about
Nadam
his
went over
dumb
there.
stuff.
Well, how about always in you, sometimes on you, falls from the sky, and can kill you?
Always in me, sometimes on me, falls from the sky, and
So
can
not-
sometimes
I
kill
guess
me.
not you, me. I don't think it would kill you.
All right, so always in you,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes on you,
Mm-hmm.
falls from the sky,
Mm-hmm.
and can kill you.
Yes.
Water.
Oh, that actually is a good one.
Ooh,
All right.
What's the answer? What's the answer?
What was your intended answer?
Water.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
Right.
Oh, I'm so good at. You know what? You guys are never gonna stump
no,
me.
I got it. Who is the best at telling riddles but isn't a Sphinx?
It's not a riddle. No, look. I think that last one was pretty good, but I don't think you guys are ever gonna stump me. I'm just too good at these. I'll just let you in. We've proven how good I am at riddles. I'm feeling really great about it today.
It's true. He was really good at riddles.
I'll just let you in. It's fine.
Very excellent.
I mean, the master's not around anymore. I'm in charge of who gets to come in and out now. So
Can I say?
You are
the master.
Mr. Sphinx.
the master, big dragon made of black rock. He's been dead a while now, though. Master's dead. Long live the Sphinx. Know what I mean?
Are you sure he's dead?
Oh yeah, super dead.
He's definitely not dead.
Saw the body.
I mean, no, but he used to come around here all the time and be like, "Are you guarding my genies well?" And I'd be like, "Yes, of course. I'm doing the riddles and stuff." And then he'd make me tell the riddles to him, and then he'd ridicule me for the riddles not being that great. I mean, I'll let you in now.
That doesn't sound true. That sounds implausible.
Need to kill means praise, right?
He goes, hey, Mareed! And then the water in the brazier starts to come up and move, and you see a sort of form in it for a moment, but then he's like, open the door! And it shifts forward, it goes around all the edges and the cracks of the door. The bits of like sand and looked like grout that were holding it shut before melt away, and then the stones shift and move away, and then the water goes back into the brazier. All right, come on in.
I walk right in.
And he leads you in. He goes, all right, this place has got some top-notch puzzles designed by the master himself. They're really great. There's this one with the pendulum and the symbols, but no, I don't want to give it away. It's right up ahead. Follow me. And he leads you down the hallway and open to this large circular room.
Does he like barely fit in the hallway?
Yeah, he barely fits in the hallway. He's huge. He like has to duck each time you guys go through a door. And so he leads you out to this large room with columns around it. A big circular room. Standing at the edge of one side of the room is a massive statue. It's a massive statue of a dragon. A black dragon. With its arm outstretched to the center of this circle, where there is a blade hanging from a chain.
So like there's a chain attached to a ceiling.
Right.
Like
The chain is attached to the hand.
Like sort of Damocles style?
I don't know what Damocles looks like.
Is it like a chain and then attached to like the pommel and then the sword's hanging pointed down?
It's a yes, basically, yeah. It's not a sword, it's not full length, it's a short blade, but
okay.
Compared to the pommel and the chain, it is massive, however. It's like person-sized. This blade. So that the dragon statue is in the far side of this room. Its arm is reached out over the center of the room where the chain hangs from. There are 12 columns around the room.
Way better.
Let me make sure I get this all right. 12 columns around the room with symbols around them, and on the ground in this room, there is some text written into the ground in common this time. And it says, and I will paste this into a chat because it's very long, and you guys will need to look at it to solve this puzzle. So let me paste this into Princess Chat. It says, the statue before you holds chain that was made for keeping the time with its pendulum blade. The mid-hour of night is furthest away from where the eyes of the statue in its head lay. Hours of daytime and hours of night, here are the same, I shall shed that light. Each hour is named after person or thing. Your job is to find me. I'm not hiding. With the silence of grave, a death come too soon, the master of shadow stands 13 past noon. Past him stands the gypsy, and somewhere between, a valiant sight, a knight of the realm and a dragon who fight. Merchant, a trader, his wares beside him in wagon, crouches as far away as he can from the infamous dragon. The mystical gypsy, with her tarot cards, steadies his wares lest they crash into shards. The beast of red scale and long crimson tongue is caught right between knight's blade and the shadowy one. Across from the castle stands the giant of rock. The hydra of nightmares stands across from the hawk. The hawk is majestic with feathers of red, perched next to the gypsy who keeps it well fed. The peasant sleeps poorly, he tosses and screams, for his is the hour of ghosts in his dreams. My place is not tricky, find where I lie. I stand where not mentioned, which hour am I?
Fun.
I get out a giant piece of paper.
Yes.
And start doing algebra.
No, you just draw a clock.
And the Sphinx is like, this one's easy, guys. You just gotta know which one it is. Like, okay, but I'll tell you, there's two dragons, though. because there's the statue of the dragon and there's the column that means the dragon. Sorry, I'm not supposed to tell you that. I want to see you solve it. It's really good. It's a great one.
No, I'm excited. This is going to be good.
We're supposed to do this in 3 minutes.
We can start this next week if y'all want.
It's not enough time.
I was really hoping this was going to be like a Foucault pendulum.
A what?
A Foucault pendulum.
I don't know what that
One
is.
of the-
You know that big pendulum where you have all the dominoes around in a circle,
Yeah.
and you
And you
send
knock
the
one
pendulum, and then they knock all. It's like
It
turns
eventually
and
knocks
hits.
them all. So the pendulum's not moving right now, but it could move.
Yeah.
You would just have to go up and push it. Yeah. So I think I will leave you all with that riddle. You can spend the week working on it.
Sure, you don't want us to figure it out right now.
I mean, if you can figure it out in 2 minutes.
God, I wish I was like Gauss or something, and I'd be like, 5,050. Get it.
Like 2
Suddenly
o'clock.
get 3 different camera angles with text scrolling across, like Sherlock happens.
Yeah, it has to be.
No, like nothing that dramatic. Just like he says it, and then the Dom goes like,
12 pillars, and it's describing
7.
hours of the clock. Exactly. I can give you guys a minute to think about it, if you like.
You said wait.
I'm having
there are,
fun already. I'm drawing.
There are 12
Okay.
pillars, or 20
So you
pillars.
have-
The one thing I will give you is I did modify this puzzle a little, so I realized halfway through reading it that it did scoot it up a little. The dragon statue is not the dragon column.
well, yeah.
The dragon statue was originally like a reaper statue, so
Maybe she's
That's a
not good at giving puzzles either.
So sorry, can you describe physically what the columns look like?
12 columns in a big circle, equidistant apart.
Are they physically identical?
Yes. The columns are physically identical. At the one side, this statue is standing. It's very clearly one of the columns is just this statue, essentially.
Okay, shadow. Shadow is something with shadow. Dragon. Knight.
I can also paste this riddle in to the Facebook chat so our viewers can work on it if they like.
Ooh, that would be
So
fun.
desire.
That's cool.
Boom. Just, don't Google the exact text.
That will find you the answer quickly.
Very quickly.
I cast Legend Lore, also known as Google.
Legend lore, also known as Google.
Yeah.
I need a piece of paper of some sort.
Yeah, this is fun.
We need to get like a communal drawing app or some
Right.
website.
The Sphinx is
Yeah,
like,
or just
I mean,
like
Roll20 is a
upload
communal
pictures.
drawing app. The Sphinx is like, come on, guys, you just gotta move the pendulum to the hour of the riddle. Oh, come on, you don't know this riddle already? I know the answer to this riddle. I totally know the answer to this riddle. You don't know the answer to this riddle already? He's just
Well,
going
of course not.
on
We're
and
not amazing sphinxes.
on. Good point. Excellent point, mortal.
If we were all sphinxes, this would be easy.
10 points to that mortal. What's your name, mortal?
Madame.
Dragon mortal. 10 points to dragon mortal.
Figured out where 12 and 6 are.
All right, we're 12 and 6.
No, I mean, we're not
Well,
for
I
certain.
feel confident.
I'm not confident. I'm working, dude. Look, I got the map from the tomb of Kill You in here. I'm working on a clock now.
It's
It's the back of
fine.
my character sheet. It's just puzzle work.
The tomb of instant death.
I see hours.
And the statue with the pendulum blade is in the middle of the 12 columns?
The pendulum is dead center, yeah. Such that you could push it to any one of these columns.
Gotcha.
Hint, hint.
Okay,
I'm definitely
so
stealing.
Hawk is next to Gypsy, which is next to the Merchant. Merchant is across from Dragon, which is next to the Knight and the shadowy thing.
That sounds right.
Mm,
Says.
and Hawk was something with something.
It's the something with the something, yeah. Yeah, that's what I got.
Hydra is across from Hawk, so Hydra is like. Okay.
Hell Hydra.
Yes, I can give you scratch paper. Don't put scratch paper in here if it's got stuff on two sides. All right. So viewers, what have you been watching lately? What have you been enjoying? Why don't you post in the comments and
Like 7 of
We're
them.
gonna have to make what was your dichotomy? What was it? Key. Dichotomous
after
key.
a minute of y'all thinking about this, a brazier appears in front of one of the columns to the right of the dragon, and it lights.
Oh shit!
This one goes, uh-oh!
I think we might have a little bit of a, limitation on our stay.
You'd best hurry, mortals. The Afridi's watching!
It's a good thing the real time pauses.
I was gonna stop, but then you guys started solving it, so we'll turn the
I'm
time on.
down to come back next week.
No, that's all right.
Yeah.
You said we could work on it.
Nope. I
I'm
changed
trying
my
to do
mind.
my homework in class, teacher.
I changed my mind.
I'm done with all my other work. Why can't you let me do my homework?
No, we have to do
Okay,
it right
let's
now.
talk.
I'm literally not even
Alright.
working on it right now. I was going
Because
to.
I thought we were going to do it next week.
Yeah.
So, right, where is the riddle?
Just stop working on it and do it next week.
Chat.
Oh, but then we ruined the time pressure. You guys have spent 7 minutes on it now? Let's call it 5 minutes.
This is the
Okay,
God
what
damn
do you
it.
guys have so far?
Nothing.
Good thing I wasn't working on it.
I've got Hydra Hawk.
Thought we were
It's on
joking.
either side of the hawk. Castle Giant. We've got Red Scale something, and next to it on one side is a Knight's Blade, on the other side of Shadow.
Draw it and roll 20.
Yeah, so Shadow, Dragon, Knight. I think
That's
that's
not
I
what
can
gonna
we're
give you
show
guys
up,
a
is
fresh
it?
page in Roll20 if you'd like. Here we
No,
go.
like-
Fresh page. Everybody's
Yeah,
on
I
it.
got Shadow,
I've got
Dragon,
Shadow
Knight.
at 1 o'clock,
Yeah,
Dragon at 2, Knight at 3.
The dragon is across
Hydra
from the
at
merchant.
4.
Right, that's all I know too.
Yeah, so that, well, sorry, you both spoke, but if Dragon's at 2, then Merchant's at 8.
Which would put the Hawk next 2 over from the Merchant, which puts the Hydra at 4 o'clock.
Wait.
That's interesting. Yes, that might be the better way to. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. I had it going the other way with Hawk at 6. Gypsy at 7.
The gypsy
and
can be on either side of the hawk, right?
That's true. It could go the other direction.
Maybe.
Well, let's work it both ways and see what else are we missing.
So that puts the statue north, right? If midnight south.
The dragon.
The peasant sleeps poorly. He tosses and screams, for his is the hour of ghosts in his dreams. So,
I don't know what hour the peasant dreams about ghosts.
Each minute
Well,
a brazier
the
is lighting
mid-hour of
around the
night.
circle.
Can you stop?
Okay.
Well, the mid-hour of night is
I liked it.
yeah.
straight ahead of the statue.
Wait,
But it doesn't.
okay, and isn't the question where the statue is? So you don't need
No, the question
The question is not where the
That's
statue
not
is.
Okay.
The statue is here, but the statue is not one of the columns. It's like it's
Oh, okay.
it's like at the base
It says-
behind one of the,
Okay.
the back column.
It says hours of daytime and hours of night here are the same. I shall say that light. Does that mean that it's like the stuff is mirrored on either side?
No, that just means that there's not 24 hours in this clock. There's only 12 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So 13 past noon just means 1 past noon.
Oh, okay. So I think that maybe,
Oh,
Bobby, I think you might have been right because it says that for the gypsy, it says past him stands the gypsy. So I would assume that it would be later, not earlier, so closer to midnight.
Oh, you're assuming like an actual past, like clockwise.
possibly. The other thing that I just realized I screwed up is I had the gypsy next to the merchant, but I think technically the gypsy's next to the wagon.
Oh, are the gypsy and the wagon are the merchant and the wagon two different things?
It seems
Merchant
like it.
and
Wagon's
wagon are-
capitalized.
Merchant and wagon are different things. They're both capitalized.
Great.
Sorry.
Yes. Okay.
Do we know where
So-
Dragon is? Because he should be antipodal from the
Yeah,
dragon.
dragon is 2 and
know
merchant's 8 in my.
Yeah, same for me. Dragon is 2. Okay, Shadow is 1. Dragon is 2. The Knight is 3.
Yup.
I have the Hydra is 4, but I'm not sure if that's right anymore.
Either.
But we know that the merchant has to be across. I think that I messed up in it should be going the other direction. I think you were right, Bobby.
Can I steal your mic?
You may. Take it.
It's all gibberish to me.
Are we live right now?
Understanding.
Oh shit! All right, whatever. I don't care. All right, here's what I have. Sorry, I couldn't hear what everybody else was saying, so I have independently gathered data. This is what I have so far in mine. I've got noon at the top. Basically, it just has to not be mentioned. So shadow at 1, dragon at 2, knight at 3.
Mm-hmm.
Merchant is at 8 then. Right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Does anyone have 7?
I have wagon as 7 because it just says
Wagon is 7.
because they
Yeah,
just have to be
wagon is
next to each
7.
other. I had gypsy at 4, but if the gypsy has to be next to the wagon, then maybe she should be 6. But the 6 should be the statue.
The statue isn't one of the things, so something else is at the column by the statue.
All right, so we're
So let's put
missing.
Gypsy,
Yeah,
Gypsy at 6.
you could put her at 6. Basically, 4, 5, 6 could be something. We're missing 9, 10, 11.
Oh, I had Gypsy at 4.
I will chime in. The Sphinx chimes in from Theo saying is that, like, yeah, you're really close. You're really close, mortal.
So we're missing
I
9,
get the rest
10,
of them,
and
mortal?
11.
Yeah, 9, 10, and 11 is gonna be one of them probably, but I mean, I guess it could be 5 or 6. Hang on.
You're like,
Let me.
most of those are right, mortal.
Yeah, shut up. Hang on. Let me read.
So does it,
Wait,
does
okay,
it not mention... Are there any things we don't have a spot for?
Is shards
Yeah.
a thing?
No.
Okay, shards isn't a thing.
I have a
The
question.
rock?
How did we
The
get
castle?
Gypsy at 6?
Because
I have Gypsy at 4.
Yeah, but she has to be next to the wagon,
Yee.
Which has to be next to the merchant.
and the
Yeah.
merchant has to be
Would have to be
at
a-
8.
Okay.
Okay, so if it's Gypsy at 6, then the only other, and then Hawk next to Gypsy, that puts Hawk at 5,
But
you at 11.
5.
Oh, Hawk
The
is
only
Hawk
other
is next to
cross
Gypsy.
pair then for Castle and
Yeah, Hawk is
Giant
next to Gypsy.
is 4 and 10, which basically leaves 12 and 9 left. The peasant's probably asleep at 12, so I bet it's 9.
I think it's 9 too.
That might-
There is a single brazier left.
It's 9.
Yeah,
I'm going to
I
push
think
it to 9.
It's 9. It's
yeah, it's at
9.
9.
Excellent. Lily, will you give me the headphones?
No, what do you have to say that's so important?
I have to narrate. All
We
right.
all die.
You push it to 9 right as the final brazier lifts for a what? For a moment, you see the form of an Afridi come out, and he vanishes into the ground as you move it to 9, and the doors between the dragon's leg open, and the Sphinx goes, "Well done, mortals! Just in time." Most mortals who come in here, the Afridi comes out, he kicks their asses, summons some fire elementals, has a big old battle. It's fantastic to watch.
I mean, lucky for that fire elemental, we would have whooped him.
Is he sad or happy that
We are mean.
He's both. He's like, normally it's super exciting, but this is cool too. We're going on to the next room, mortals. Let's go.
All right, next room.
Fire can stay in his plane.
All right. Since we are a little over time now, this is where we're gonna call it before we do the next trials. We'll pick those up next week. Thank you, my viewers, for watching. Apologies for some of our technical difficulties. I hope you enjoyed this puzzle. Credit to Strollen, S-T-R-O-L-E-N, Strollen.com for the pendulum puzzle. It was a lot of fun. Please do comment on the page, message the page, give us your feedback, let us know what you're thinking. My players, message me tonight with your rose, thorn, bud. That is the thing you liked, the thing you didn't like, and the thing you're looking forward to. Lincoln, take it away.
Tune in Monday night with our party and their newly uncomatose club as they explore Callow Mahoy, the home world of the Callow, which is apparently very fashionable and looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. But who knows what dangers lurk around every saltwatery corner.
Bum bum
Bum,
bum.
bum, bum. There's also still a civil war going on, and that's probably going to be an issue.
Bum bum ba-dum.
Space. Into the
All
Black, 7:15, Monday night.
All right, Pacific. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We will see you all on Monday for Into Black, and then we'll see you all next week, same bat time, same bat channel, for some more princes. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.